So they've surrounded it. They've put it under siege for over 750 days, or coming up to 750 days.
Wow.
They're trying to starve the population. And then what happens is there's family members that are outside of Fasher who've got their wife, their sister, their mom there. When they try to get food there, RSF are policing the area. They capture them. And then that's where you see these horrendous videos where they tie people up to trees, shoot them, execute them, make them beg for life and then execute them. It's atrocious. The way for this war is to end is we need to defeat the RSF. We need to put pressure on the UAE to stop funding, arming, giving logistical support through its base in Somalia to the RSF.
I live in America. Some of my people, they call themselves FBA and ADD and African American. Yeah, but all of them are just little fragments of a bigger thing called African. And if you deny the bigger thing, you denied your mother, you denied your father, you denied your grandmother, you denied your great father, you denied your great great father, then you have no existence except as a clone and a hologram of the enemy that oppressed you. Stephen Biko, and he told us his main message to us was that the most powerful weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. That's what Stephen said to us. The most powerful weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed.
Because crimes against humanity are when you attack innocent civilians at that state level. So you've got to ask the question, Orina, why would the police shoot dead Samuel, shoot dead of the others who have been killed in cold blood? You've got to understand in the disciplined forces, you have a chain of command. The police do not just wake up and shoot on their own accord because those are disciplined forces. They follow a chain of command. These orders came from somewhere higher than them. They came from somewhere. Now, when you're looking at that and you begin to understand that orders were given at the highest level to shoot and kill innocent and armed civilians, my prayer is that people can then look at that gravity. The AU has outlived its usefulness. You know, the AU in its current formation, Orina, the African Union in its current formation, is no longer helping Africa.
And then the UAE ultimately has interest in the RSF taking control of the land, of creating this parallel Western Sudan, government in which this militia would have political power over, which is, by the way, unthinkable. I want to emphasize what they're currently, because this is very important, what they're currently doing in Darfur and in Al Fasher in particular. So Al Fasher was meant to is one of the the main the most populated city in Darfur. It's one of the key one of the last key areas that the RSF must take over in order to set this parallel government plan into place. And so what they're doing in Fasher, they've laid out their plan that they're going to take control of Al Fasher. They've previously said that Al Fasher was going to be the capital of this parallel government, but now they're saying Niala, which is near Al Fasher. But they need Al Fasher in order to set this plan into motion. And what they're doing in Al Fasher is an extermination campaign. It is in every level one of the most I'm a human rights lawyer. I work with victims directly in some of the most in some of the most dangerous areas of state terror, and have heard many things. But what we're hearing out of Al Fasher is something that is just unthinkable. they've created a kill box around El Fasher, which is physical borders to prevent any civilians from leaving, and of course from anyone from coming in, and they are starving out the population. They have 2 months ago, people were eating only animal feed throughout El Fasher, and the mayor of El Fasher came out within a public statement and said, we're running out of animal feed, and our people are going to be dying soon, and we're seeing the beginnings of many of those deaths from stage 5 famine throughout El Fasher. The RSF is not allowing any aid to come in, and in fact, they've threatened the UN with that if the UN sends air drops of aid, then the RSF has threatened that they will shoot down the UN planes. And this is the kind of militia that we're talking about. This is not a diplomatic force. This is and still. It boggles my mind. I still struggle to understand why the international community is maintaining the narrative around civil war here, when it's very clear what's going on.
Yes, they're trying to kill him. Yes, they want to remove him, but they're going to have a very, very difficult job. And I think they're aware if they do kill him, he's potentially more dangerous as a martyr than he is alive. So it's not something that they want to do.
Yeah.
So there's an interview of Ibrahim Traoré, which was in France, which we translated through our comrade in Burkina Faso, where he's saying the story of Ibrahim Traoré is he was a fighter on the ground, fighting these terrorists. They're seeing BS by these French troops. They're like, we're risking our lives. I'm losing comrades left, right, and center. The French are meant to be helping us. They show up way after the fight is done. What's this about? They have the most high-tech military equipment, high-tech military aircraft, but yet they're showing up after the fight's done. He's saying in this interview, which we translated and posted certain parts, he's saying they would see planes flying up above, dropping off weapons to the terrorists. That is the trigger for the revolution. Yeah?
Wow.
Yeah, he says this.
None of these holidays that our people celebrate have anything to do with Christ. Because when you ask them, Christ was born December 25th, prove it in the Bible. There's no scripture that says that. Jesus is white, prove it. Give me a scripture. There's no scripture. We're supposed to celebrate and put up a tree in our house. God said to do that. Let's see. We find a scripture in Jeremiah 10. God says, don't do that.
Is Christmas evil?
Yes. God says, don't celebrate it. Don't put a tree in your house and decorate with silver and gold. God says, don't do it. When we bring up slavery, that's in the past. Well, the Christmas celebration was in the past too. Why you got to celebrate that? Okay. Thanksgiving was in the past too. Why you got to celebrate that?
Let me tell you, protest is the language of the unheard. When you hear people through normal discourse, they'll never protest. When you see people go to the streets in any country, it means that they are unheard. Therefore, they are going the extra mile. Because the natural instinct of all human beings is self-preservation.
Yes.
When people lose fear and they are prepared to put their lives on the line, you who is in position of leadership must now ask, what am I doing wrong? Not what they are doing wrong. What am I doing wrong? That is the relevant question. And once you ask that question legitimately and you've heard them, then it is your duty to engage them and find out what it is that you are doing wrong. But the politics of self-righteousness, the wise say that worse than ignorance is arrogance. And when you listen to many so-called African leaders, they are swimming in the sea of arrogance and drinking the waters of self-righteousness with which they are now drunk. And their desire is to seek power by any means necessary and to preserve it by any means necessary. When that is your mantra, you lead your country through a shortcut to chaos. And for what?
For what?
To what end?
Yeah.
The young people of our generation, we cannot be reciting poems of how they killed Lumumba, how they killed Sankara, how they killed Kwame Nkrumah, how they killed Samora Machel, how they killed Chris Hani, how they killed Malcolm X, how they killed Martin Luther. For how long are we going to be doing poems? There's a time in history when Africa ruled this world, not with war, but with intelligence. So the issue of Traore is very sensitive. If we in our generation allowed Traore to go down, we will have rewound our clock by another 100 years. Because the reason why they kill progressive black people, they want to demonstrate to other countries that don't try, because we have superior weapons to you, we'll kill you. So how long are we going to live in fear? Personally, I'm dead already. I don't care. What I want is to make sure that my children can at least have a free country, freedom. They want freedom for their children. Who said we don't want freedom for our children also? And our freedom, the best part, we are not going to go to their countries if they can just leave us alone. If Berlin Conference was illegitimate, all the present presidents, all the present borders, all the present countries are illegitimate because they were drawn up by an illegitimate Berlin Conference. So Ruto is illegitimate. Mnangagwa is illegitimate. Cyril Ramaphosa is illegitimate because their presidency is founded on the Berlin Conference, which was illegitimate in terms of marking boundaries. If you can't hear that, forget about it.
Yeah, I agree.
We are dealing with illegitimate presidents who are running an illegitimate system, which is being managed by illegitimate shareholders who are abusing the legitimate owners of the land.
I want to say Happy New Year to every single supporter of Sell Afrika to Africans. I am so grateful and appreciative of the love you guys have poured in on Sell Afrika to Africans, and I want to say thank you and may God bless each and every one of you, all the subscribers, all the non-subscribers, every single person who agrees or disagrees with any guest, any information, anything that I have to say on the platform. I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate all feedback, all forms of feedback. And I want to say thank you so much. Again, may God bless each and every one of you. Sell Afrika to Africans is fixing to be the biggest and the most impactful independent black media platforms, not only in Africa, but in the whole entire world. And that cannot happen without you guys being consistent in your watching, consistent in your subscribing. Those who haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It cannot happen without you guys liking and commenting and sharing the videos to your friends and families so that they can also get informed. So please, let us all support Sell Afrika to Africans. And as we get into the new year of 2026, I pray that anything you plan to achieve this year, I pray that you get to achieve every one of your goals successfully and fully. Thank you so much. Again, God bless you. God bless Africa. God bless the global African race. Thank you.